Oh, hi there. Do you want a YouTube video or something? Okay, I'll give it to you. What's up, you guys? My name is Sam, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about 10 basic terms that you need to know if you're going to interact with a transgender person or just be well-educated and cool. Term number 1 is transgender. It is the most basic term, and it is an umbrella term for people whose gender identity differs from the sex they were assigned at birth. Did I just break you? I hope not. An umbrella term.
And it is an umbrella term.
Hope that was a good representation for you. It really does include all sorts of people that basically their identity differs from something that they were assigned at birth. So that's like gender fluid, agender people, which is all just kind of under the umbrella term of non-binary, and transsexual people, like yours truly. Stuff like that. It includes all of it. Umbrella term. Term number 2 is transsexual, and that is a person who emotionally and psychologically feels that they belong to the opposite sex. That's me! I was born a female, and I identify as a male. In the most basic way, that is me. That's exactly what I am. A lot of people are like,
no, you're transgender.
That is still, in fact, true because, once again, I'm under the umbrella of transgender. Just more specifically, I am transsexual, but we just don't use that word in the world as commonly as we use transgender. Term number 3 is FTM/MTF, and that simply means female to male or male to female. A lot of people, when they're talking to you, if they're all casual and shit, they'll be like, yo, I'm Sam, I'm FTM, and that just means female to male. It's just like a quick little abbreviation to identify what the heck you are. Term number 4 is dysphoria, something we all love so much in the transgender community. And it's the condition of feeling one's emotional and psychological identity as male or female to be opposite to one's biological sex. So that's the basic definition, but I kind of covered this in another video. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. I give more examples and go more in depth about it. Dysphoria just means discomfort. Gender dysphoria is the discomfort of being like viewed and treated as a gender that you don't identify as. So that can be physical or societal. Check out the video for more, but that is the basic understanding of it. It's very uncomfortable and it affects probably all transgender people, I would say, maybe not all, and it is very, very hard to deal with. Term number 5 is
Dead name.
This is the birth name of someone who has changed it. That is a really awkward definition. Whatever, I guess that's the definition. Basically, in the transgender community, it is a name you never want to hear again, never want to talk about again, never want to be asked about again. So this is a dead name because it makes people feel very uncomfortable. It's like a nice little trigger to a life that they don't identify with or want to think about usually. Unless they want to tell you about it and open up about their past, it's generally just not something you want to do. Term number 6 is cisgender, and that is probably you who is watching this. Maybe not, I don't know. But it is most of the world, and it is denoting or relating to a person whose sense of personal identity and gender corresponds with their birth sex. This is if you're born a female and then you identify as female. If you're born male and you identify as male. That's you. That's cisgender. And a lot of us refer to it as cis. So we're like, oh yeah, that person's cis. You'll hear that a lot, especially in the LGBT plus community. And that just means exactly that. You identify with how you were born, basically. Term number 7 is top surgery. And this is a great surgery. This is how I got this nice flat chest and these nice scars. This is a surgery performed on the chest as part of gender reassignment, especially to remove breast tissue and produce a masculine appearance of the chest in female to male surgery. So this is a very, very popular surgery. It is basically the removal of the breastises, and it makes people very happy. A lot of transgender people want it. Not everyone wants it. And within top surgery, there are different kinds that you can get. You can get keyhole, peri-areolar, double incision. Those are kind of the 3 most commonly used ones and talked about ones. Then there's a ton of like sub-category types of surgeries you can get, but I'm not gonna go into all of those. That will be for a future video. It is out of the top surgery and bottom surgery that we'll talk about in a second. It is the more cost-effective one that is more popular because of that. It's still not cost-effective, it's very expensive. People have to save up for years and years and stuff like that. But out of the two, it is a bit more manageable. So lots of people get top surgery, and it is a very exciting thing to do. Term number 8 is bottom surgery, and this is surgery performed on a person's genitals as part of gender reassignment. There are 3 different basic kinds you can get as well. This is vaginoplasty, that's for male to female, phalloplasty or metoidioplasty, and those are 2 different kinds that female to male can get. This surgery is way more expensive, and science is not quite as amazing with it as they are with top surgery, so it's a little less common to get. It is still widely wanted and desired, like yours truly. Term number 9 is intramuscular, or IM, and this is the injection of a substance directly into the muscle. This is a very, very common way to inject medication. In my case, it would be testosterone, and it is a bigger needle, a little bit thicker, not a little bit. Okay, well, how do I say this? The needle is a bit thicker and longer. It is a literal stab in the dark to if you're gonna hit a nerve or not. You have places that doctors tell you to kind of avoid nerves, but it is still kind of a literal stab in the dark. So a lot of people get a little nervous with this one, but this is a very, very common way to inject such said things into such said body.
Such said.
I also did a video about this like a long time ago when I was doing literally my first time ever giving myself the shot of intramuscular. If you want to check that out and kind of see what you have to do and what it looks like, I'll link that down below if you want to check that out. Term number 10 is subcutaneous, which is a method of administering medication under the skin. So this is what I do now because it's much more pleasant, you guys. It is a tiny little needle that just goes basically under the skin and above your muscle into the fatty tissue. It is way less painful and way less scary because the needle is so freaking tiny. So transgender people are learning more and more about it the more it gets out into the world and the news, and the doctors are telling people about it. They're learning about it. I, thank God, heard about it in one of my support groups I went to one time, and I was like, heck yeah, if you're transgender and you don't know about it, ask your doctor about it because it's way less painful and way less scary and a lot more fun if you're gonna have to be doing it for the rest of your life. So try it out. And as a bonus track / not track, bonus term, that's what I meant to say, baby trans makes me giggle every time. My basic understanding of it, tell me if I'm wrong, like, you a baby trans. Like, this is me being a baby trans. It's when you're in the baby stages of being transgender, so you got like especially female to male, we always got like little puffier cheeks until we like slim down in our transition with testosterone. So you got like a little baby face, baby mentality, and baby emotions. It's just like a cute little term of like, oh, that's my baby trans life. But yeah, guys, that is the 10 basic terms that you should know if you're going to be around a transgender person or just want to communicate a little more effectively in this world. Coming from a transgender person, if any other type of person, cisgender or anyone else even in the LGBTQ plus community, knows these terms and uses them well and effectively, it's a huge thing and it feels very respectful, and it just makes us really happy because it feels like you've done your research and you're educated and you're learning and proactive about it. So we appreciate it, and just general humans will appreciate it as well because we're learning. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be out next week with another video, and I will see you then. All right. Love you guys. Bye.